Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and I am back with day 4 of the March Madness Sketch Challenge from Scrap Now, Sleep Later. This is a sketch that we're going to be using, and I'm going to be using the Echo Park Everyday Eclectic. This is one that I don't have a whole lot of pieces left to, but I think that I was able to make it work for these particular photos. These photos were taken in April of 2020. So we're talking very shortly into the shutdown, and I am so glad that I had the thought process to capture these moments because they're just us being silly. So the photo on the far left is a meme, and it says, "Quick, recreate this picture with the things close to you." So apparently I was laying in bed because that is my comforter, and I have a perfume bottle, and I sent it to my friend, who then came back with a very similar photo of her Florida State blanket and a water bottle. I just love both of these photos. I think that they are just awesome photos, and they really showcase what we were going through in the early months of 2020. All right, so now that I've rambled on about the photos itself, let's just talk about the layout. On the far right-hand side, I do go ahead and bring in that big purple paisley doily photo. It reminds me a lot of my bedspread, which you can kind of see in the photo of me, and I really like the way that that kind of plays into that photo itself. I had this blue paper that actually was like scraps, and I was actually talking to one of my scrapbook friends, and we talked about the fact that like keeping all of our collections together, all of our scraps together, is like I don't separate my scraps. If I pull in cardstock, I'm going to keep the scraps of that cardstock in with the collection as well, because apparently I thought that it matched at one point, so I'm going to want to use it again. And it looks like this particular blue paper was like gutted from a background piece, so I must have used the blue instead of the white background. And I'm so glad because it worked perfectly on this particular layout. So I did pull out my silhouette again, and I cut that shape over there on the left hand side, and it's been so long since I've used my silhouette that getting it back out and starting to use it again has really like made me rethink the things that I had to remember from when I used it. One of those things was cutting this piece of paper on the far left hand side. I cut it at 6 inches tall because that's how tall I wanted it to be, not realizing that the 6 inches was actually that 2 little hoop areas. It cut it short. So I pulled out the sticker to cover up the blue piece because I had to cut the blue piece to make it stretch longer. And I actually ended up pulling that up because I find another piece that I like better, but it would have worked either way using that piece or what I end up using. On the right hand side, I have this little sticker that has some stripes on it that has a like Polaroid camera, and then down at the bottom it is a little tag there that says "Capture the Moment." And then this is where I had gone into my embellishment book and pulled out some pieces, and I found this like really big circle doily looking die cut, and I thought that it worked better there. So when I pulled it out, I placed it so that it was just enough covering up the hole that was created by cutting that blue paper. And then I found this sticker here that says "Delight in the Everyday Moments," and I love that kind of as a title for this particular layout because this really is just kind of everyday moments. It's us hanging out separately in our own homes, just trying to keep each other entertained during this time. I also pulled out this arrow and added it to the left hand side, as well as this little circle that says "this" on it. And I also end up pulling in a butterfly and putting that up on fun foam for that bottom cluster. As you guys can see, I got a new tool. It's from my sweet Petunia, and it is the best thing in the world. Like, I don't know how any other way to explain how much I love this glue adhesive. I know that it has been a pretty popular thing and a lot of people have had it. So if you have picked it up, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below because I am loving it. I will also have it linked below. I did pick it up at scrapbook.com. As you can see, it's almost kind of like a hot glue gun is what I'm getting from picking it up and putting it back on the cradle. All right, so I'm going to go in and add in my enamel dots. So, you know, that's always my last step. I also picked up these new boxes in different colors. So now my enamel shapes are in the color that matches the box. That's my type A personality, but I love having that ability to just look over and see the boxes as opposed to trying to comb through them to figure out which color is in the box itself. All right, I do want to encourage you guys to go check out the Scrap Now, Sleep Later Facebook group. There is a monthly challenge going on, and you do have the opportunity to win a prize daily, weekly, and monthly by completing the sketches. All right, everyone, here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.